Villaron making it happen. Our surfer here, Albie Layer, looking for the barrel, drops in. Can he make the bottom turn and pull up into the pocket? Well, Albie Layer, now spending time in Mission Beach, would like to say hi to everybody in Southern California. We saw Carissa Moore take the title in the event, and here's Albie.
Okay, so you can see right there how he was able to kind of maximize the shortness of his surfboard. He has more agility because he can kind of fit that surfboard. These big 10.6s, they're very flat.
But the Oregon Challenge on the radar. Now Scott Reef, Lincoln City. Go back to the lineup here. Nick Lamb. Nick Lamb looks like he's in a shot of taking over the World Tour. And what an exit right there. Grabs his rail and he goes flying a couple hundred feet, it looked like, out the back.
That was
possible 30 points. Here we go.
Really nice start there for Albie Layer. And here's Nick Lamb. Again, that was extreme. How was that kick out? Amazing. Again, you could see it converging in on itself.
Here's Billy Kemper.
Here we go, Billy. Again, great drop there. He got a little bit of air under his board, but reconnected. And so that wave was huge. This is not your typical insider on the West Bowl. That was a massive set, but it had that crazy shape. All these waves have a really massive wedge to it, where it almost traps you in. And there you can see Albie Layer, much smaller surfboard, but right onto the lip. Just turned around and gave it, what, 3 or 4 strokes, and there he goes. Those lefts were very appealing because the ski would shadow you and you just get picked up and out of danger, and here we go.
It's another left as we take a look, and it looks like a nice move for Ian Walsh, who was telling me by way of the internet that he really doesn't like this wave. He rarely goes on this, and he says, you know what, I want to go for the throat. Why you would go on that wave sometimes is because you're so far out of position, or you're thinking, I need to at least get on the board.
Wow, we just saw someone get clipped on the shoulder there of that giant right.
6-7, and here's Ian Walsh getting his first score on that left.
Yeah, again, so I think Ian was sitting pretty deep on the north wall, just looking for, you know, one of those traditional right-handers, but this wave came right at him. And that's the thing we've been talking about. You know, you have to compete out here, and this 45 minutes, 50 minutes goes by.
Right now is in 4th spot. Now there has been a wave ridden by Shane Dorian. And let's take a look at this wave right here, and I believe this is it's Shano, actually. Beautiful stuff right here. Being very conservative on the corner, wait for this wave to take shape, but getting on the board.
Perfect line from Shane Dorian. That was a pretty big wave right there. Medium size, big set. And he just had the line where he knew he was going to make it, and here we go.
Lots of action deep in the barrel. Albie Layer, that's what he loves to on this inside section that is a solid 20, 25 feet. Also, in the shaping room and probably shapes it himself. You got the extreme right there. Well, he stood up, and that wave will count, whether he really gets much of a ride or not. Kai Lenny.
Yeah, that was Kai Lenny. Again, that stiff trade wind just blew him out the back. He was trying to get down that face. It is so strong out there.
The Waterman, Kai Lenny. And he gets on the board, but not exactly what he wanted. Albie Layer is your current leader right now. Let's take a look at Healy's left.
Okay, so Healy was sitting over on the left-hander. The cool thing about the lefts is it's a long, big wall. You can get big lines drawn, bottom turns. You can see he faded up the face, went up, and then trailed back down, and that's his second bottom turn. So it's a much different ride. You know, it really is kind of cool how you can see these guys perform on those giant surfboards. But this is traditional Jaws right here. Look at that line from Shano. He made that look so easy. All that power was just exploding right behind, and he made it look really easy. That wave didn't have that killer West Bowl on it, but that, you know, it will be more than a backup score. Shane's surfing a smart heat.
Yeah, as we go back to a live action here, and this might be a good one here. Kai Lenny opened up with a real quick wave. Boy, aggressive bottom turn, and Lenny trying to mix it up here, get back into the hunt. And Kai Lenny with 26 minutes and 11 seconds according to the Tag Heuer, our official timepiece. The Kemper in terms of barrels on the inside and looking for great sections.
We can see how clean that wave is. Again, this was the third, I believe the third wave of that set, so it wasn't really choppy, didn't have all that chatter.
It worked, and somebody going to go over the falls as well.
And that wave broke right in front of Kai Lenny's head, so you can see the ski instantly going to be shadowing him. We're going to be waiting for him to pop up. Right now he is pummeling. There he goes, he just popped up.
Ian Walsh was looking at that also, and then we take a look at the left, nobody on it. Here is Walsh in and out on a real foam monster. Trying to save this guy's life. Kai Lenny, get going. Ski trying to hook up in a lot of water, and the ski goes down now and does a roll. Now we got 2 down.
like a full-blown veteran.
Walsh, take a look at this replay.
And that was a sketchy wave. It had so much whitewash on it. He is trying to get out of dodge. And you can see there's a ski trying to get traction, trying to go as fast as he can. He's going to catch that rail right here. Massive wipeout for the ski driver. And thankfully, Kai Lenny is fine. See, Kai's right on the sled behind. He's just holding on. He's totally at the mercy of the driver.
Well, how about the dedication from our safety team? Really, seriously, they're putting there. And it looks like he could be in for the Tag Heuer wipeout of the year as well.
Oh, that was massive. Yeah, you know, it's no easy task. You have to be so quick about it. You know, you only have seconds to get in there, grab your surfer, throw him on a sled, and zip out of there. And again, if you have any lag time, and while we were watching that jet ski, this just happened. Ian Walsh on a massive pit, perfectly ridden wave. Great drop, nice and late, right up in the pocket. That's going to be a big...
Let's take a look at Ian Walsh.
Ian right here. Talk about commitment. He knew that he was going to get some air under his board, and then look how he got that rail in the water. So great bottom turn there, knifed it right under the hood. So even though it wasn't a deep barrel, the judge is going to love the fact that he got barreled.
Take a look at this incredible run for Albie Lair. One of the more spectacular barrel rides. Lair, what a character. Lair with a spectacular wave, perfect positioning. And this is what he's been known for, is picking off these barrels that are just amazing. We got a paddler out the back pulling off Shane Dorian, and he backs off on that one.
There's just way too much wind in Shane's face right there. He didn't have any progress down the face, so he couldn't really give it an effort.
Selection.
Right there. And you can see, because of that smaller board, he was able to knife under it and bottom turn while he was dropping in. Anyone can kind of casually line up a barrel if it gives you the luxury of being in the future. But if you have to knife a drop and bottom turn while you're dropping in, look and see how much of an angle he pulled. He got a lot of rail and bottom turn while he was dropping in. That's the luxury of riding an 8.8. You know, that smaller board is really allowed.
Either way, be sure and watch. Here we go, Kai Lenny trying to get back into the hunt here. Live action to the inside section, gets a chip shot. One of the most amazing young athletes on the planet. He can do anything. He's won everything you can imagine. He's been a runner-up to the World Kiteboarding Championships, a 7-time SUP. You name
solid scores, and he's looking great for the final.
And we go back to live action. Ian Walsh now drops in. Walsh, he sits in the second spot and trying to get rid of a 3.9 in his scoreline. And we're closing down this heat with 2:10 on the Tag Heuer watch right there. Tag Heuer, thank you very much for being our official timekeeper for the tour. Here we go. Healy now, Healy on his backhand. The goofy footer drops in from Pupakea, and a guy that has done everything above and below the water. And the defending champion at Toto Santos, we'll see him there. He sliding things. Let's take a look at this last recap. When we were watching it, what happened with Walsh?
Amazing. That was Shane Dorian there. I wondered what happened to him. Look at this. Talk about commitment. He is scratching to get into that thing. He had to have known he was going to be super late. And right there, you can see that inside rail just caught a big edge. You can see I love Shano. He is still trying to hang on. And now it is just up to the wave. What's going to happen here? He's going to get so contorted. He's got that head down. He's trying to, you know, brace for the water. He knows he's going to come skimming down that face. That was a horrific wipeout. But again, Shane knew that he was sitting in third place. He's trying to protect that advancement and just took a huge wave. But that was always going to be a risk for how late he dropped in.
And it looks like one more wave, keeping really busy in most waves.
Ian Walsh there.
And Ian Walsh has been very busy in the lineup and looking to try to maintain.
He's been a major standout. There you go, Albie Lair, Ian Walsh, Shane Dorian advancing on to the finals. That was a stacked semi. But again, you know, these waves of swell slowly but surely declining a little bit. But every now and then you're still going to get that total haunted house bomb that's going to come through and provide that huge score. So it's all about, can you be in the right place in the right time?